Hello, welcome to the channel where I help you make better coffee and give you honest reviews. Today we have milk to review, and not just any old milk. We have vegan milks with lots of fun flavors. So when I went to the Specialty Coffee Expo this year, we got to test a bunch of different milks out. This company was one of my favorite. I reached out to them and they sent me a ton. This isn't even all of them. We'll show you all of them later, but we have a lot of cool flavors here, and that's kind of one of my favorite things about this company is we have like oatnog. For me, I can't eat eggs anymore, so being able to have eggnog but in oat form is very cool. And then you have some other interesting flavors, pistachio milk to be specific. And it's not pistachio flavoring, folks. This is real pistachios in here. It's the second ingredient. So it is actual, like, artisan stuff. It's, like, legit stuff. But just as a couple of little notes for this company, Elmhurst, they were an actual small milk farm back in 1925. And then they eventually transitioned, I think, in the later 2000s to doing vegan milks. So I think that that's very cool and an interesting transition. And then also with all this comes, you know, different packaging and stuff. They ship it to you. You could buy it online. They do have it in some stores. I haven't seen any of my local grocery stores, so I'll leave a link below and you could buy it. But again, the flavors are interesting. This one here, I have oat cashew with a botanical blend with vanilla and lavender. So the flavors are really cool. But then again, the ingredients are great too. If you look on the back of these, they actually have, they don't use any like GMOs, they don't do any gels or anything like that. And I think that's really nice. So you're only gonna get like maybe 5 to 8 ingredients in each one of these. If you buy some of the bigger brands, you know, Oatly and things like that. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but they definitely have a much longer list of ingredients, and gels and gums and things like that are definitely included on those. And that's to help it froth. And this is a, you know, a barista blend, but keep in mind that since they're not, you know, doing all those gels and gums, if your main goal is to just get latte art, it's going to be, at least in my experience, a little bit harder on this. I might bring these to a friend of mine that is like really, really good at doing latte art, so I'm interested to get his opinion on this at a later date. But if I do that and it works out any differently, I'll definitely post that as like a short or something like that. So definitely be subscribed to the channel if you aren't, to catch that in case you aren't already. And while you're at it, hit the like button, helps me out. But so one other thing I want to talk about with this is it does have, because it's a very like, you know, artisan ingredients, nothing like crazy. They're not doing any, you know, stabilizers and things like that. It does go bad, it says, after about 7 to 10 days after opening. It has a very long shelf life before opening, but after you open, it says 7 to 10 days. I've had a little bit better experience. So far, I've been able to stretch them out to like maybe 12 to 14. But I have a refrigerator that I keep them pretty cold in, so I think that helps. And I also, these caps do have like a locking mechanism on here. So if you're making sure that you lock those real good every time, you might get a little bit longer shelf life. But that's just my own experience. Anyways, I say we make a little latte, and I will give you some of my opinions on the milk taste. So let's do that. All right, so we have a nice cold jug. As you can see, it kind of likes to bubble a little bit. Partially my fault at the beginning there, but you got a pretty nice swirling action. All right. So, as you can see here, there's a little bit more big bubbles. Now you can kind of knock them out. And I did a pretty good job of doing that. But, again, I'm not the best at steaming milk. I don't do it super often. But it's not too bad for not having any gels. Basically just a bubble there. Just going for a hard or like a little tulip type thing, but it's pretty hard to pour good milk in general with like an oatnog or whatever, oat milk or whatever. This is the oatnog. So I'm going to give you a little taste test. It smells really nice. Dang, that's good. I think they must put a little bit of nutmeg in it, because it has a little bit of that spicy hint, you know, like little cinnamon and nutmeg kind of flavors. And you definitely get that kind of, you know, eggnog texture, which is nice, a little bit thicker. I like it a lot. That goes down too easy. That's like super, super delicious. So definitely, I like the oatnog a lot. The pistachio has been a fan favorite around this house, as I'm a big pistachio fan, and everybody in my family loves pistachio, so that has gone pretty quickly. And the maple walnut's also really, really tasty. It's just, you know, they have so many cool flavors, so many different things. I haven't even gotten into the lavender vanilla yet, but I just didn't, I don't know, I didn't want to taste them all too crazy. I wanted to like kind of get a good feel for each one, especially considering the dates on those go. So that's the only one I haven't got to taste yet, but every single other one I've had, from the oat to the almond to, you know, the cashew, they've all been really great. So whatever type of milk that you know, nut milk or whatever you prefer, they pretty much have it. I'd highly recommend them, especially if you're a little more health conscious like I am, not trying to avoid some unnecessary ingredients. And for not having gels and gums in it, again, it might not be the best pour, the best steaming milk ever, but it's pretty good. I mean, I can still get some you know, head on top where you have like, you know, some texture and look. And that was probably not my best pour. I've had some other ones where I've gotten able to get like more defined lines, but I think it's kind of, at least in my experience, it's been a little bit more unavoidable to get those bigger bubbles out. And you know, I'm just not the best at steaming. So maybe if I get some other people that are like top notch, you know, we can get a better feel, better understanding of it. But I like it a lot. I think you should check it out. I'll leave a link below. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.